thank you all so much for being here. It is truly my pleasure to be here this afternoon. I want to take a moment to thank everyone that is here from McGraw, Marathon, Cortland, Cortlandville, every first responder that is here today. I want to thank them for their continued service. We know that we had a pretty horrific storm yesterday with a tornado touching down right here in Cortland County. And it's reminders of why making these investments that we're here to announce today, it's so important, because we know that our first responders are helping families, individuals, whether it's trying to get them to safety, helping them to literally get more access to resources, especially in unpredictable weather such as this. This also underscores why it's so important that as a community that we continue to not only invest and support our first responders, but also continue to make investments in our environment, because we know that climate change and having these kinds of heat waves is not normal. And so it's important that we continue to address the climate conditions at the same time as supporting our first responders. So thank you all so much for your service. Just want to give you a round of applause for all of your great service. And so, keeping in that same spirit, I'm so proud to be here today to announce 200,000 as the wind is blowing. Winds of good change, financially speaking, to announce $200,000 to support our Cortland County Department of Emergency Response and Communications. This community resource and gem provides so much support for our first responders, and this $200,000 is going to help with investing in air compressors. And I will have Scott, who is our director of the Cortland County Emergency Response and Communication System, talk about it some more. But again, it is critically important. We know our first responders provide so much support, not just in emergency situations, but all around, especially in rural communities such as ours. And so this reinvestment, because I frame it as a reinvestment intentionally, this is reinvesting our community dollars back into our community to help our first responders with the great work that they are doing. And so these air compressors will help with operational capacities of our fire services as well. But I want to take Scott's, all of his commentary. So please join me in welcoming Scott LePage, who is our director of the Cortland County Emergency Response and Communications Department. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you. I'll try and keep my remarks brief with the weather. I'd like to thank Senator Webb for the next support she's given us. What we're actually going to end up purchasing are two machines that fill the air packs that you would find at every one of these fire trucks. They're going to allow us to put one here at the Regional Training Center that will aid when firefighters and fire service personnel are working at the live burn building out back. And we're going to be putting one at the Marathon Fire Station. Their fire trucks right here, so that when we have fires in the southern end of the county, it'll be able to improve the ability for them to get back in service and have new modern equipment to meet OSHA standards. As we know, the OSHA standards is the topic of conversation right now for fire service. But again, I'd like to thank Senator Webb. This is great support. This truly helps us save a lot of local taxpayers.
I also want to make sure I mention everybody. Truxton also is here along with Marathon. Just want to make sure I don't leave anybody out. Agree, no issues. Groton as well. So again, thank you all so much. And now I'd like to turn it over to our Cortland, one of our Cortland County legislators, Sandra Price, who is representing the Cortland County Legislature and also the fire department, to say some remarks.
Welcome, Senator Webb, or should I say welcome home. You're here so much. $2 million for well, no, $2 million for a volunteer firefighting fund, which is related, co-sponsored legislation to provide
sensors put air in the air packs that the firefighters wear. So what it does is it enables firefighters to more quickly work to extinguish a fire, to replenish their air packs. It helps from potentially using less mutual aid to having more air supply, more air logistics available at the scene of a fire, because fire trucks here will be able to carry some of the compressed air that the bottles or the machines will fill, and they'll also enable them to refill the bottles in the packs faster, so the volunteers can get back into service sooner.